Hello and welcome to the Kop TV. A 1-0 defeat at home to Chelsea. I've got Welford with me here. Your immediate reaction to that, and tell me how long this can go on for, Welford.
Well, after the Sheffield United game was just like a turning point for me. I thought the new system with the Robbo playing like left wing, and we've seen so many changes, and I really liked it. And how many times have I came on, and we've all came on this after game saying we need to see change, and we did. So I was very confident going into this game. And even though Thomas Tuchel, I'm a massive fan of him, I think he's done a great job since he took over. But it's just appalling. Honestly, I just don't feel like we're going to score. You know what I mean? Like, normally we'd see Liverpool, they'd be fierce, they'd be hunting you down, they'd be looking like they'd want to score loads of goals past you, they'd want to all be trying to bag a hat-trick for themselves. It doesn't look like anyone can score a goal for us. And some of the changes Klopp made, which we'll get into in a bit, it's just mind-boggling. Like, honest to God, I feel like Klopp has got to hold his hands up for some of them changes and just the overall performance today. But the thing that annoys me even more is all people like saying Klopp out and all this, which is just absolutely delusional in my opinion. And I've seen Robbie said it before. He said that what has Klopp's brought us to, the success he's brought us, is ridiculous. And I couldn't name one of a manager that could physically do what he's done for Liverpool. So all these people saying Klopp out just needs to get out of our club because you're just speaking on the balls. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, the Klopp out is something that we don't want to hear. It's over the top, of course it is, but when you lose 5 games at home, and bear in mind, Welford, we've got Fulham next, and they're going to be rubbing their hands now thinking, well, we just go and do what Chelsea did. We go and do what Burnley did. We go and do what City or Everton did. How does Klopp change things now?
For me, it's just personnel in the team. Just make some changes. You've got a lot of people coming back now. A lot of people are back fit, and some people being lucky enough to be starting every week. I'm not going to name names in the team, but a lot of these people wouldn't have been playing if we wouldn't have had these amount of injuries. You know what I mean? If Henderson and Fabinho and Naby had been fit all together in a earlier than when they all came back, and obviously Henderson got injured. But if we had selection of midfielders, I think like the midfielders have been changed up. Same with the attack. But for me, I just think Fabinho just getting back in the midfield, it's not going to do it. It's not going to be any worse. And you need to have that player that can control that midfield, because for me, none of them 3 in that midfield are leaders. They don't give orders. They're not there to. They don't shout at someone when they need to be. They won't be like a Henderson. They won't be a voice that we are so used to around. You know what I mean? Like, credit to Wijnaldum, he stepped up when he needed to, took the armband and everything. And I'm not having a go at any of them. I'm just being like, you don't have that leader. You don't have that player that'll make the tackle. You don't have the player that can start the attack. You know what I mean? They're all just good centre mids. Not just good. No one can bring it to the next level. And I feel like for me, put Fabinho in that midfield, and then I think it's just sorted, because you've got someone who is a out and out number 6, an out and out interceptor. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone knows that.
That's
and
what he's there to do.
Exactly. And I think I said that the other week, he's been such a big part of our success in like the big games where he can just cut out, make that tackle, make that interception. You know what I mean? He's been such a big part, and we said it a lot. Like, the spine of the team is missing big time. You don't have a proper centre half at the back. You don't have that whole midfielder. You don't have that person up front who's scoring the goals every game.
Yeah. There's a comment here from Mushin who says taking Salah off was a disgrace and the bench needs strengthening. Liverpool need a game changer off the bench. For me, Welford, the moment where, and you might have watched the stream, I actually said, as soon as I saw Salah come off and Oxlade and Jota come on, it wasn't so much the players that he brought on to replace them with. It was almost like he was digging his own grave with subs like that.
Yeah,
and I'm not for 1 minute saying that Klopp will be sacked off the back of these substitute decisions, but to take Salah off and not take Firmino off, that is wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah,
and no matter what you say, none of us here watching want Klopp out. None of us do.
No.
But when he makes decisions like that, I'm sorry.
You've got to be criticised sometimes.
You
you can't
need to be criticised. You can't walk on water forever.
Yeah, I mean, and as you just said then, everyone's watching this. We're not saying Klopp out. We're just saying sometimes he's brought us so much love and success, but he does need to be criticised when he needs to be. We're not having a go. Well, we are having a go at him, but we're not saying he wants to be sacked. But that is actually mind-boggling. That I don't understand that. You're getting beat 1-0 by Chelsea. If you win the game, you're in a very good spot, in my opinion. You're 4th in the league. You're in a comfortable spot. He's a top goal scorer of the league. He loves scoring against Chelsea. Firmino and Mane haven't scored a goal for 10 games, I'll say. then I do not care. You do not bring Mo Salah off. If Mo Salah's got one leg, I still wouldn't bring him off. So I just, I don't mind Jota coming on. I totally agree with that. But there's no way Jota should be replacing Salah. It should be Mane or Bobby. Like that, it doesn't make sense. That Firmino, he cannot finish his dinner. Mane, he just slows down every time he gets the ball. He wants a breather every minute. Oh, see, I'm lost for words with that. That's a joke, and as you said, he's like digging his own grave, and he's got to take a lot of criticism for this. I'm not gonna lie, like who brings James Milner on when you've got 15 minutes left to play and you need to try and get goals? And again, I'm not blaming Milner and the players off. It's just stupid substitutions when you need it. You got Naby Keita. We know he can get a goal and assist. Again, last year in the league, he got a goal and assist against Chelsea in that.
Against Chelsea, yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm not saying he will, but I'd have Naby over Chamberlain. I don't rate Chamberlain at all.
Theo agrees with you. He says Keita should have come on over Milner and Ox.
Yeah, I do not rate that Chamberlain. And it's not his fault. I think when he does have a couple of games on the bounce, he can be a great player, but you can't be doing that. You're a world-class team that needs to be winning trophies. You can't let's Chamberlain come in. You know, we know he's good after 7 games. You can't do that. But for me, Naby Keita, he came in against that game Sheffield United, looked quite fit, looked quite like powerful, and looked like he was up for it the 15 minutes he was on. But that Chamberlain is a waste of space in my opinion. And I know a lot of people like him, and I used to like him, but he's too injury prone. I know Naby is as well, but that Naby, who's got more chance of scoring a goal for you, Naby or Milner and Chamberlain put together? I'd pick Naby every day of the week, and I'm not saying that because I like him. I just feel like, and as you said on Robbie's channel, he was digging his own grave, and the substitution was just weird. And as we said, we're not like saying Klopp out, but he needs to be criticised for them substitutions and maybe the whole team performance and the team selection, if some people could say. But them subs are just ridiculous.
Welford, completely agree with everything you say there, mate. Do stay with us, guys. I've got Darren on next. But yes, Welford, thank you for your thoughts. Another home loss. We'll see you again on Sunday after the Fulham
game. Before I can say something, that just a lot of credit to Chelsea though, because they were very, very good. We were awful, but they were world class. And Jorginho and Rudiger, they were like prime Maldini and prime Pirlo, and and great stream before Robbie and Sophie. Speaking facts. See you later. On the Reds.
Good job. See you soon.